When I first found out that I became disabled and that I would never walk again and be wheelchair bound, it was definitely words that an athlete didn't want to accept.
My first reaction probably would have just been, it could have been worse and I might not be here, and let me make the best of what I can.
It was a bummer. It was not something I'd ever thought about happening or something that I wanted to happen, and I didn't realize at the time it happened what I would be able to do after I got out of the hospital. And since then, I realized that you can pretty much do whatever you want now with the technology and the support. Interacting with somebody that has a physical disability can sometimes be hard for somebody that is able-bodied, even for somebody that's disabled. I myself have a hard time sometimes not looking at somebody's arm that is missing or checking out their prosthetic leg or something.
Everybody reacts differently. Your friends and family, everybody has different reactions as well.
My family and friends took it harder than I did.
And they try and feel the same way you're feeling. And you can't let how they're feeling, whether they're embarrassed, whether they're proud of you, whether they're over-emotional, you can't let, to an extent, how they feel affect you, because you're your own person. And every family member probably feels a different way, every friend feels a different way. So you got to kind of be your own person. I think that's one of the things that being disabled teaches you, is that you have to be your own person. Well, greatest challenge having a disability probably is like anybody, you want to be able to do everything you used to be able to do. And everybody would love to have as much power and strength and agility as possible.
My greatest challenge for having a disability is being labelized. I'm looked at very differently when I'm in my wheelchair.
Just the fact that it's recognizable, that it's a physical difference.
Obviously, it's the visual thing when you're missing a part of your body or you're sitting in a chair or something. Obviously, there's more of a visual thing that people have to get over. But as soon as people get over that, there's really not much challenge. The only limitation is really within yourself.
Well, as much as losing the use of your legs sucks, it's been very interesting, and I've met lots of very cool people through having a disability and through being a paraplegic.
Well, there's a lot of good things that have come from, when you have a disability and you have a lot of friends and family come together, and you can get closer and you can really realize what life's all about.
And I think I've had opportunities to do things that I wouldn't have had I not had a disability.
I go out there and I motivate and inspire people with everything that I do, not only mono-skiing, but I rock climb, I kayak, I rodeo. I mean, if someone told me that I couldn't do something, I turn around and do it.
Just being able to work with other people and introduce them to that world is really cool. So,
life is about overcoming challenges, and when you have a disability, it's just another challenge.
I don't think I would ever change it, because who I've become out of this whole journey of being disabled, I've really truly become a beautiful person.
For me, I've always tried to concentrate on what I do have and on making the best of what I have. And when I found skiing, that was something that I could definitely make the best of what I had. And that's what I think a lot of disabled people find when they find skiing. They realize they can really take advantage of what they still do have, and it brings out all the things and the feelings of sports and doing and accomplishing that you always used to do.
If I were to give advice for someone going through, a tragedy loss in their life, or if they have a loved one that got disabled, it's just try to be as positive as you can, because the more positive you are, the more positive we are, giving us words of encouragement, telling us that life is truly not over when you become disabled. It's only just begun.